All right, today's project is going to be an indoor project. It's like 10 degrees outside. So with the upcoming Arctic air coming our way, I wanted to solve a problem. We've got my bathroom is kind of separated from the other part of the house. There's a kitchen and the living room is out there. And it's pretty cold. There's no air circulation getting in here, just what comes through the door. So this is the wall where the shower is the wall out to the living room, and I'll show you that area right now. I want to do something to try to heat the space a little bit better. So that's the other side of the wall from the bathroom. So what I want to do is put one of these little computer fans in the wall, and that will just keep running all the time and gradually, heat that space, not dramatically, but it'll at least circulate some air in there. And it's not going to draw a lot of power. It's a DC. I think it drives maybe 5 or 8 watts, so it's not a big consumer of electricity. And because the shower stall is there in that wall, I measured over and I measured down from the ceiling. And I did the same in the bathroom, measured down from the top of the floor, the upstairs floor, and then over from the wall, just to make sure I wasn't drilling through the shower stall, which would not be good. It's not advised. So on this side, of the bathroom side, I originally marked a circle, then I realized, literally square peg, round hole, that this was not going to be going in there. There's no way I would have gotten in there, so I cut a square hole, the exact same size as the fan that I'm going to be putting in there. And there it is. So I have the fan on this side of the wall. And I haven't quite figured out, I'm going to put the screening on there, but I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to anchor that in there permanently. So now I've got all the way through into the living room, and now it's a matter of, I've got wires, I've got to run these wires through the wall. So there's the hole where the screening is going to be, and then I did it so it was right in between the floor, the studs for the wall. There's one here and there's one over there, so I made sure that I was midway between that. I didn't want to cut the hole right onto a stud. And it's right below here. There's my thermostat for my propane, and then my cell phone booster and the outlet. So there's a stud right there, the outlet is. What I did, I took the baseboard off the ground and I drilled a hole right here with about a 1 inch hole or so. And I want to run the wiring. I don't want the wiring to show. So in order to run the wiring down there, I have a string with I tied the string onto a nut. And what I'm going to do is put this in here and drop that down. And hopefully it'll end up right where that hole is, if I planned it right. Okay, it's on the bottom. Let's see if it's there. Oh, hello. Not quite there. All right, the string's all the way down there. Hopefully it's lined up with that hole. We'll go see. Hello. Almost got it. Come out, wherever you are. There we go. Took a little finagling. So what I'm going to do is tie the wire, the DC wire, red and black, onto the string and pull it back up through. Okay, so I have the red and black wire tied onto the string. I'll feed it up into the hole first. Don't want it to catch on anything. There, hopefully that'll be good. And then I'll just pull the string and hopefully the wire will follow. Obviously you want to make sure your wire is long enough to reach, and there we go. That was easy. Glorious sunshine about to hit my solar panels. That's awesome. So I came out to go into my room here where I have circuits coming in. Before I start wiring that, I want to disconnect my the DC. This is a DC. These are circuit breakers, or the fuses for my DC. So I just want to disconnect these before I start wiring. It's only 12 volts, but you know, if you cross it, you'll probably fry a fuse. So no reason to do that. So fortunately with this, I already had this wire running to power my cell phone booster, so I don't have to run a new wire all the way back to the fuse panel back in the back of the house. So I'm just going to tap into this. Neither one of these draws much current at all, especially the fan. As I said, it's only about 5 watts. So I'm going to join this with these connectors. They're actually really good. They crimp down and then you put heat on them to basically shrink wrap it, so it's waterproof and tight. I really like these. These are, I think I got them at Harbor Freight. I'm not sure. Yeah, so they work really well. They're good for outdoor applications too. I use it in the boat for wiring. Keeps it waterproof. One thing I neglected to do, or I just forgot to do, is because this wire that's running, the existing wire, at the time I didn't have a black and a red wire, so I used whatever was available, which happens to be a blue wire, but they're not designated red or black, so I'm not sure which is a plus and which is a negative. So I'm going to put a tester on here, and that will, okay, so this is the positive. This is because if I put them on the other way, the tester won't register. So this one's plus and this one's negative. Just crimp it. All right, the connections are made. I'm gonna pull up the slack in the wire by pulling up like this and pull that back through the hole. Is it red one's got more length there. Careful, fish that through carefully. Bye-bye. All right. Fishing that through. So I'm back on the bathroom side and reached through, grab my wires. Careful not to drop them down through the hole. That would not be good. Start all over again. All right, so I got the wires on this side. I'm gonna pull up the slack. Let's make that wire as short as it needs to be. I've got my fan here, and I'll just wire that red and black. I had a little plug on the end. I had to cut the plug off and just strip the wires so I could attach them to the source, the line coming in. All right, so I have everything connected. Hopefully it's connected correctly. There's my fan. I'm gonna go put in the fuses and see if she fires up. Well, there it is. It's working. So that's good. I just need to figure out how to get this in there without it falling down on the wall, and then tidy up the other side. I just remembered I had some of this flexible duct from leftover from another job that I did. So I'm going to just cut a section of that and put it up between the wall and just kind of, it's not necessary, but just kind of focus the air through the duct instead of being diverted down in the void of the wall. Oh, this side's done. It's working fine. I'm gonna put some kind of covering on that just so it doesn't look so awful. But I don't have that right now, so I can pick that up next time I go to the store. I'm gonna get some kind of little grate for over that to cover that up at some point. But it's all done. It took me a couple of hours. It would have been less time if I wasn't shooting all this stuff, but simple project. But again, I am not a licensed electrician or anything, so anything you do is on your own. This is just a small project that I decided to do today because it's so darn cold out. Have a great rest of the day.